Hello everyone and welcome to this week's installment of Blue Streak Spotlight. I'm your host, John Hastings, and joining us today from the softball team we have Laura Boselovic and Angela Vistocco. Girls, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, girls, the first question I'm going to ask you is right off the bat where we stand so far in the OAC. You finished with a third-place finish. You're now in the driver's seat for a serious playoff run. You guys think you're going to make a little bit of noise in the OAC tournament?
Yeah, definitely. The way the season's been going, it's been kind of up and down. But I mean, we landed in a good spot. I mean, definitely third place is better, like a good spot to finish. And especially if even though we finished last year second place going into the tournament, I feel like we're in a good driver's seat to just push forward and get a OAC championship.
We really want it this year. I think we're going to do it.
This year's the year? Okay.
This year's the year.
All right, well, the two of you have built quite a chemistry on the right side of the infield. Laura, you play first base. Angela, you play second. I know Mike Carver and I on the baseball team have built sort of an unspoken bond between each other as far as chemistry and communication. Have you guys done anything of the sort to kind of build a great chemistry and communication over the years? Because you have been playing a while together. So
yeah, I think we have a great chemistry together. It happens, we hang out together off the field all the time. We're always together. Laura has saved my butt a number of times with my throws from second base. So I guess it kind of helps that way too.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of dinosaur arms with her sometimes, but we work on that, and usually helps out.
We can joke around with each other about it as long as she catches it. I mean, we have fun with it every time.
That's good. Just as long as you get the out, right? Well, yeah, we spoke earlier in an earlier installment of Blue Streak Spotlight with assistant coach Kim Tackett, and she was talking a little bit about the turnaround this season, and you guys have turned the program around a little bit, and a lot of positives have come over the past 2 years. What do you attribute that to, both of you?
Well, for me personally, I would definitely say being a four-year player on the team, definite turnaround. Brooks has helped out a lot, our coach. But as well as the recruiting and the players and the chemistry is definitely built up and progressed, and you could definitely see the transition in the way we play and the way we finish each game, and then definitely the seasons. I mean, it's definitely reached, it's definitely progressed over the years.
I think there's just a different approach to the softball program now that Tackett and Brooks have put their mark on our program. We now know what focus it takes, the hard work. We're in the weight room, we're working out all the time, we're hitting on the off season, we're doing the things that we need to do all summer long, throughout the winter. We put a lot of work into it, and hopefully it'll just pay off this weekend. Absolutely, and
now that the season's coming to an end, as you said, the OAC tournament right around the corner, you guys have built up quite a few memories over the years. Laura, you're a senior, and I'm going to start with you. Do you have a collective memory together or a separate instance where you just had a great memories playing with each other or just with your team in general?
No, I've had great experiences over the past 4 years. Angela's definitely been a part of a lot of great memories, funny ones. Actually, it happened in Florida this year. There were two instances in the same game where Ange tripped over second base in warm-up, so the whole team saw it. And from first baseline, I could hear the team behind me laughing hysterically. Even the coaches were getting into it. And then when she was rounding third, she can probably elaborate on it. But from my view, she just bit it into the dirt. Dust went flying. Her helmet, she came up, like arms held out, and didn't know where the ball was because the helmet was covering her face. But it was just a great moment. Everyone was dying, and she was safe. So she could probably elaborate on that.
I mean, I can be a little clumsy sometimes, but as long as it's for a good laugh, it's for a good cause. We've had great memories throughout the whole thing, like sweeping Muskie for the first time ever, beating ONU. We beat every team in the OAC at least once from our career so far. I mean, it's a great run from where we've come from, and I just can't imagine doing it without Laura here with us.
Well, let's see behind the scenes what you really say. But no, I'm sure you guys are great teammates over the past couple of years, and you have done a terrific job this season with John Carroll softball, and I wish you the best of luck in your OAC tournament run. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll see how that goes and how that turns out. But for this week's edition of Blue Streak Spotlight, I'm your host, John Hastings. Join us next time with my teammate and center fielder, John Skelmera.